Happy birthday, everybody. Welcome to Seriously, where we take cereals seriously. My name is Alex, and today on Seriously, we're looking at two new cereals from Cascadian Farm in their sort of new minis line. Here they are, Mini Fruitfuls and Mini Cookies and Cream. Now I say sort of new because since the year 2000, the Cascadian Farm brand has been owned by General Mills, who has, over the past 18 months, been on a roll with mini cereals, releasing 5 variations of their classics. We've already done 2 previous episodes on Seriously about General Mills minis, including our very first episode ever from February of last year. I'd love for you to check out that very first episode when you're done with this one. So, though this is the first mini cereal to bear the name Cascadian Farm Organic, it's not anywhere close to the first mini cereal from this manufacturer. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I've been really liking most of the General Mills Minis cereals. And there's no reason that these couldn't continue that very yummy legacy. These kind of tiny Dippin' Dot size cereal orbs are really fun to eat. And a little bit of added organicness never hurt anybody, right? I actually think that may be the point of organic, not to hurt anybody, specifically the anybody here being the Earth. And I like the Earth. All my stuff is here. But what interests me the most is these flavor choices. Like I said, the other General Mills minis are direct transformations from their most recognizable and beloved cereals, Lucky Charms and Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Reese's Puffs and more. So a big draw of those cereals is that they reminded us of something we already loved. But these two Cascadian Farm mini flavors are based on something not as direct. This Mini Fruitfuls is a transformation of their Fruitful O's, but have you ever had those? I don't think many people have. And these Mini Cookies and Cream don't have a corresponding Cascadian Farm cereal at all. So, unlike the General Mills minis that came with built-in nostalgia, these two flavors are gonna have to impress us all on their own. That's a brave thing to try. But what do you think? I'd love for you to let me know in the comments if you've tried these cereals already and what you thought. Or if you haven't tried it, let me know if you think you'll pick either one of these up. Because maybe you've got the same questions as me. Will these be totally adequate, yummy, and fun cereals that nail their simplicity with the added bonus of being good for Mother Gaia? Or will they miss that very straightforward mark and screw it up somehow by trying to be overly natural? Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. Hey, if you've made it this far, I bet you're not only generous, but punctual. That's how great you seem. Would you do me one more favor? Would you like this video? That would really help me out. All right, I think I am ready. I have got my bowls. I have got my spoon. I have got my trusty 1% milk that I love so much. And of course, I have the cereals of the hour. I think I'd like to start with the Mini Fruitfuls, which seem like a fun sort of kid type of cereal. So let's open these things up, see what they look like in a bowl. Geez, every time I have these little minis cereals, I just love how they sound falling into the bowl. It really is like the couscous of cereals where they're just all bouncing around in there and they're just so darn cute, aren't they? Now, these to me look a little bit muted, and that might be the Cascadian Farm natural way where they can't go with outlandish colors. But you know what? You may have already made this connection. These remind me most of another cereal I happen to have a brand new box lying around of, the Trix Minis from General Mills. Again, be reminded, this is the same manufacturer, just a different branding, a different type of brand for them. I actually want to pour a second bowl of these to compare the colors. Well, it is night and day. Actually, it seems like these are a little bit of a different size. These from Cascadian Farm seem a little bit smaller. These Trix ones now seem big in the minis world, but the color difference is out of this world, where these are so much more vibrant, so much more unnatural. I guess I see it now, where these kind of have earthiness to them, kind of like someone working the soil would come up with these colors, trying to squeeze out grapes or blueberries or something, and orange peels. I don't know how they get the orange color. Let me set this one aside for a couple seconds here and really focus on the Cascadian Farm one. Let us give a try to Cascadian Farm Mini Fruitfuls. Well, they taste cute. I really like the corn base. It really makes them taste like mini Kix, which I have been dying for from the General Mills line. But that's what these are, especially with the yellow color being the most numerous in the bowl, the most frequent, the most populous. You know what I mean? If you count them all up, the yellow has the most in this bowl here. Now, again, just for kicks, while we have it here off to the side, let's try again these Trix Minis and see what the difference is. Oh, yum. Maybe this is a little bit unfair because these are so wonderfully unnatural that they really have a punch of flavor. These are much more mild. These are much more subtle. Is that good? I don't know. If you're trying to be healthy, at least maybe it is tricking you into think it's good. Now let's put some milk on this and see what happens with that. Let's give a try to Cascadian Farm Mini Fruitfuls in milk. Yummy. I really like the little orbs that they've got going on here. It's very fun to eat. I was thinking it might be a subtle sweetness. It's not that subtle. They may be getting you with these dampened colors to make you feel like it's a natural thing, but it's definitely a sugary taste. It really is a fruity, sugary cereal taste to it. But I love eating these little things. Really is fun in your mouth to have these ABC cereal, already been chewed cereal. So pretty good. I do want to try again these Trix Minis just to see how they compare. So we tried the Cascadian Farm Mini Fruitfuls. Let's try the Trix Minis in milk. Oh, yum. Well, if that was good, these are spectacular. But isn't that unfair? These come with Trix nostalgia built in. These are like, oh, that's a nice, yummy couscous-shaped cereal, but it's not grabbing me into memories of Cascadian Farm Fruitful O's, which I've never had. But I assume they're of the same caliber, where they're good, but they're the healthy-ish looking organic alternative to the cereals that normal people eat. If you're a Cascadian Farm family, this is phenomenal. You will love this. But if you're a person who just buys normal cereals from the shelf, then the way to go is obviously the Trix. That's probably the same thing that's true about all Cascadian Farm cereals. If you see a corresponding normal cereal, it will likely taste better because it doesn't have as many natural ingredients in it. Just for kicks, I am looking at the nutritional information to compare it, and it looks like they're not very far off. In a 1 cup serving of Mini Fruitfuls, there are 10 added grams of sugar. In 1 1/4 cups of Trix Minis, there is 11 added grams of sugar. So I don't know that they are that much healthier. They just look healthier. And they're made with other organic ingredients, which if you are very much into that, this fits the bill where Trix obviously would not. So let's talk about ratings. I'm not even going to rate Trix except for yum, yum, yum. Thought that was fantastic. But I am going to give a rating to Mini Fruitfuls from Cascadian Farm. I would give it a 3.5. I really like it. It's not something I would run out to get again, but if I was in the habit of buying organic cereals and my kids wanted something fun every once in a while, this is definitely fun. And we've still got one more to try, so let's do that. I've got a bonus bowl over here so that we can give a try to Mini Cookies and Cream from Cascadian Farm. Geez, I love that little sound. Well, these seem beautifully cookies and cream-ish. They are the exact balance, just by eyeballing it, between the brown ones and the yellow ones, which is really fun. So, with no nostalgic connection to any other cereal, it definitely deserves the cookies and cream title. Let us taste Cascadian Farm Mini Cookies and Cream. Ooh. These are great. These do have a more subtle sweetness, subtle chocolatiness about them. The closest comparable probably to these is the Mini Cocoa Puffs from General Mills, which are fantastic, but those are much more cocoa-y. This really is, again, a milder, lighter flavor. But in this case, I think that does it a lot of good. I really like that. Let's put some milk on these things. You know, it's odd that these are small enough that they remind me of like Rice Krispies, but when I pour milk in, there's no snap, crackle, and pop. They're just like silent. It's probably the case that every other cereal other than Rice Krispies is also silent, but it's just sticking out because of their size, their little tininess. Anywho, let's give a try to Cascadian Farm Mini Cookies and Cream in milk. Pretty good. I think the term cookies and cream is very apt here because, again, it's not a forward cocoa taste. It's a mild cocoa taste, which they're getting away with calling it cookies and cream because it's like, it's not cocoa, it's less than cocoa. It's mixed with something. I don't know if I can taste like vanilla or like a creaminess to it, but the colors certainly do look cookies and cream, and the taste certainly isn't full cookies. Let me give it another try. I can say I don't like this one as much. It's not as fun because the fruity flavors really are more fun to me. It's not full on cocoa, and so it's not grabbing me. Chocolate lovers would really be into this. Instead, it's somewhere in the middle, which makes me feel like it's something I wouldn't enjoy all that many more bowls of. In fact, even looking at it, I don't think it's going to be exciting as a milk changer. I really do like this shape. Just the minis across the board are fantastic. But this seems more mid-range to me. This one's not my favorite. As far as ratings go, I would think that this is more on the 2 level. It is definitely more bland than even the other one from Cascadian Farms. I did glance at the ingredients for this one too, and this one has 11 grams of added sugar. So that's organic sugar, which is nice, but it doesn't make it any more healthy necessarily for your family. Yeah, I would give a pass to this one and stick to the mini Fruitfuls if you're a Cascadian Farm fan. Well, friends, we have done it all. We talked, we ate. In a small way, we continue to help General Mills get their full investment out of that mini cereal dye nozzle they've invested so much into. And for now, that's enough. Remember, we gave these cereals some ratings. We gave mini Fruitfuls a 3.5, and I think I gave the mini Cookies and Cream just a 2. It's not as good. If you want to try today's cereals for yourself, I hunted around for quite a while trying to find them before happening upon them both on Amazon. And maybe you shop at healthier stores than me and you'll have better luck. But for those of you normies like me, check out Amazon. Now listen, if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with what cereal we should look at together in a future episode. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.